Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's Noble Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from Resident Culture Brewing Company out of Charlotte, North Carolina. This is a new style that they've done. Well, kind of a new style. They've done a bunch of lagers and pilsners, but this one is a Czech Lager. It's called Pills Don't Pay the Bills. It has like a broken piggy bank on it, which I think is a pretty cool label. It's also a cool name because it's kind of true. It seems to be the case, at least. I mean, their IPA cans definitely pay the bills because that's what people mainly go there for. But it seems like nowadays not a lot of people want pilsners or stuff, but I do, especially theirs. They're really good. So, and this is like I said, it's a Czech Lager. It's 4.7 ABV. I got my handy dandy Resident Culture glass too that they gave me for free about a month ago, just because I bought a pretty good amount of their wild stuff that they released recently. They also started doing something that them and Wooden Robot, another Charlotte brewery, started doing, which I think is pretty interesting. I'm really curious to see how many breweries start to pick it up. But what they started doing was an online sale of like their different can releases, which I appreciate that because since I live like 40 minutes away from the brewery, I don't have to go the day that they're releasing it. I can buy it ahead of time and know I have 2 weeks to get down there and that it's locked up and that I'm going to get it. So I really appreciate that. It's only like a dollar fee, I think, for that the website charges, and that's not even like a dollar fee per 4-pack. That's a dollar fee for the entire transaction. So if you buy if you buy 4-packs, it's a quarter more each 4-pack. So it's like nothing. But for the convenience of knowing that you have it and not having to go on one specific day at a specific time, it's pretty nice. So I'm hoping more breweries take to that because it's convenient. So as you can see, it pours a really look at that, a beer that you can actually see through. That's pretty amazing. It pours a really nice golden color. It's not completely opaque. There's like a slight chill haze to it. It looks like with it had almost like a finger's worth of white head, but that's died off a little bit since I've poured it. I think it's pretty obvious now. I know that this glass is like exactly a pint because I filled it up. The can's empty and it's literally boom right at the top. So, generally, I don't know if it's just the type of hops they use or whatever, or something that they do with the beer, but generally Czech Pilsners, they're not just like more hoppy in a sense that they're more bitter or more like noble hop earthy. They're generally like more skunky. And I know Saaz, and that's what this is brewed with Saaz. Saaz is generally more to that skunky side than like any other German or noble hop. Sorry, there's just something on the glass. But as soon as I opened this, it was like pretty big skunk aroma. So it is skunky, but it does also have like a nice crackery, doughy grain character to it too. Man, that is so good. So I will say some of their... I don't want to say they're hit or miss because I think they've all been pretty good, but some of their lagers I've definitely liked more than others. Of course, you're going to have that no matter how good a brewery is. But they've all done a pretty good job of not being just like a pale lager, having like a really nice crisp taste, maybe even like a little bit of like Americanized hop. Not to the point where it's an IPL, not even close to that. But just not all like straight noble hops. But I mean, to me, this is as German as you can get from an American Pilsner, and or I shouldn't say German if it's Czech Pils, but this is as European as you're gonna get. The quality European Pilsners. Honestly, this is right up there with some of the Victory stuff. I think it's as good as Braumeister, to be honest. It just has a beautiful floral hop taste up front. Which that really reminds me of like Prima Pils, because to me Prima has like a floral hop taste up front. Then it falls into this nice like doughy crackery malt body, and it finishes with this little bit of like Pilsner Urquell skunky character that is just absolutely fantastic. Like, I'm not being hyperbolic at all when I say this might be the best American Pilsner I've ever had. I'm not kidding. This is so good, and I'm buying a crap load of this whenever I go back down there. I'm going to Pittsburgh in like 2.5 weeks. I have to go down there before that because I have to pick up their latest release, like I was saying about the online sales. So I drank one of these last week, but it was like the last beer of the night, and I really liked it then, but I knew my palate was a little shot at that point, so I wanted to give it, more of a fresh run, to do a review for it. And this is so much better even than what I remembered it being then, because I think when I had it the last time, it was kind of that floral, fresh taste up front was a little muted because my palate was a little shot, so I was only getting like the bigger taste, so I was mainly getting like the skunky character. But I still really liked it then because you don't have a lot of American brewers that are making good Czech Pilsners, but this is fantastic. I'm going to buy, like I said, I always say that and then I don't get around to it because I have so many other things to drink, but I am absolutely buying more of this. This would be my ultimate tailgate beer. I love the fact that it's also like 4.7 and it's not like 5.5, so it really is like a true session beer. I honestly don't think I would ever get sick of this either. It is... Sorry, I'm kind of blown away by how good this is. These guys, like, honestly, in my opinion, the last realm that they need to hit is not the last realm, but the next big realm that they need to hit to really be competing with like the breweries that bang out like great beers in a bunch of different styles is just like any type of big beers, barley wines, imperial stouts, whatever. And they have yet to. I know they have them. They've done them. They're just none of them come out yet. I think some of them are sitting in barrels. So I'm very, very curious to that. But I mean, some of the wild stuff they've been pumping out recently has been really nice. These Pilsners are freaking great. I wish they would do some other lager type things. Like I wish they did like an Oktoberfest or a Marzen, and I wish they would do like a really awesome Hefeweizen or something like that. And of course their IPAs, in my opinion, they have the best canned IPAs that I've ever had. So they're really hitting on a lot of different levels right now. And I don't think fruited kettle sours are like that hard to do, and a lot of breweries make them, and they're all pretty similar. But I will say the best ones that I've had have also come from them. So I mean, they're really hitting on a lot of different cylinders. So do not sleep. Excuse me. Do not sleep on these guys. Every person that I send their stuff to is like, wow, I can't believe I've never heard of this brewery. This stuff is great. So if any of you guys have any questions or want some of it, hit me up and I'll be glad to send it because they're really doing some awesome stuff. So pretty obvious, like I said, like 3 times here, I'm gonna buy a bunch more of this. So this is definitely a buy for me. But I think that's all I got in this one. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.